cultivate either sense gratification or ultimate liberation. Appearing as a super soul, the Supreme Lord enters the material bodies of the created beings and activates the 11, 11 senses of the conditioned soul. The conditioned soul misidentifies the created material body with his actual self and thus engages in various fruitive activities. Impelled by the reactions of his own activities, he repeatedly takes birth in various species of life and thus suffers greatly until the time of the cosmic annihilation. When the annihilation is imminent, the soul of the universal form withdraws the entire material creation within himself, and then he himself enters into the original cause of all causes. In this way, the Lord empowers his illusory potency consisting of the three modes of material nature for the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the material universe. Accepting the roles of male and female in this material world, the conditioned soul unite in sexual relationships. Although these souls constantly make material endeavors to eliminate their unhappiness and unlimitedly increase their pleasure, they inevitably achieve exactly the opposite result. Permanent happiness cannot be found in this world, either on the earthly planets or on the heavenly planets, which one can attain in the next life after performing ritualistic ceremonies and sacrifices. Both on earth and in heaven, the living entities is harassed by the envy and the rivalry of others. Therefore, any person who seriously desires to find permanent relief from the sufferings of material existence should take shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master. The qualification of the bona fide guru is that he has realized the conclusions of the Vedic scriptures by deliberation and is able to convince others of these conclusions. Such great personalities who have taken shelter of the Supreme Godhead, leaving aside all material considerations, should be understood to be bona fide spiritual masters. Accepting the bona fide spiritual master as one's life and soul, the submissive disciple should learn from him the process of pure devotional service which satisfies the Supreme Lord. By thus following the path of devotional service, the disciple gradually develops all good qualities. One
Mm.
should hear, glorify, and meditate upon the wonderful transcendental activities, appearance, qualities, and holy names of the Lord. Whatever one finds pleasing or enjoyable, he should immediately offer to the Supreme Lord. Even his wife, children, home, and every life heir should be offered at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should serve others and also accept instructions from others. Especially, one should serve and learn from those who are pure devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By chanting the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the association of devotees, one becomes satisfied and happy and develops a loving friendship with the devotees. In this way, one becomes able to give up material sense gratification, which is the cause of all suffering. When a devotee attains a stage of pure love of Godhead, the hairs of his body stand on end and he manifests various ecstatic symptoms. He personally meets the Supreme Lord and becomes full of transcendental bliss. By learning the science of devotional service and practically engaging in the devotional service of the Lord, the devotee comes to the stage of love of Godhead. When completely devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, the devotee easily crosses over the illusory energy Maya, which is extremely difficult to cross. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the universe, yet he has no prior cause. Situated within the temporary and constantly changing material world, the Supreme Lord remains eternal and unchanging. He cannot be understood by the unaided mind or senses, and he is transcendental to the manifestation of the material world, which takes place as the subtle cause and material effect visible in the appearance of gross material objects. Although he is originally one, by expanding his illusory potency Maya, he appears in many different forms. He is always free from birth, growth, decay, and death, and he is a super soul, the all-pervading witness who perceives the mentalities of all living entities. He is the supreme Brahman and is known as Narayana. When one seriously engages in devotional service to the lotus feet of Lord Narayana, the impure desires lodge within one's heart as a result of one's previous work within the three modes of material nature are destroyed. When the heart is thus purified, one can directly perceive both the Supreme Lord and oneself as transcendental entities. Through authorized study of transcendental Vedic literature, one can properly understand the meaning of prescribed duties. Non performance of such duties are forbidden activities. This difficult subject matter can never be understood by mundane speculation. Vedic injunctions indirectly lead one to the path of ultimate liberation by first prescribing fruitive religious activities, just as a father promises his child candy so that the child will take his medicine. If an ignorant person who has not conquered the material senses does not perform the Vedic injunctions, he will certainly engage in sinful and irreligious activities. Thus, his reward will be repeated birth and death. On the other hand, if one execute the regulated activities prescribed in the Vedas without attachment and offers the result of such work to the Supreme Lord, one attains perfect freedom from the bondage of material work. The material fruitive results offered in the revealed scriptures are not the actual goal of Vedic knowledge, but are meant for stimulating the interest of the performer. If a conditioned soul worships the Supreme Lord Hari by following the regulations found in Vedic literature, such as the Tantras, he will quickly become free from the bondage of false ego. When a devotee obtains the mercy of his spiritual master, who reveals to him the injunctions of Vedic scriptures, he worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the particular personal form he finds most attractive. In this way, the devotee quickly becomes liberated from all material bondage. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Long summary. You can show the PPT. Liberation from illusory energy. Nimi asks about Maya as it is described in verse 11 to 48, Vishnu Maya. So to the answer to that, this is Sri Antariksha's reply to Nimi's question 3. So these questions are there, 4 questions were asked. No, 6 questions are here. Huh? So Antariksha, there are these Nav Yogendras and Nimi conversation. So the question was about how to get free from Maya. So different personalities are answering. Antariksha is replying about nature and activities of Maya. Prabuddha is replying to Nimi's question about method of becoming free from Maya's grip. Pippalayan, transcendental situation of Narayan, and Sri Avir Hotra, process of Karma Yoga, Vikarma and Neshkarma. Next. Okay, under question 3, nature and activities of Maya. Okay. So, okay, quickly we'll just go through the slide. You can go ahead. Annihilation of order of question 3, annihilation. Then what is, next. Pradhan, fruitless life, solution approach to Guru. 20 to 30 qualities. Okay. Yes. Method of becoming free from Maya's grip. Love forward is the one. Some stage of love of God and easily process Maya. Yeah, next. Question 4. Question 5. So Nimi asked about different features of Lord. Please, transcendental situation or his Brahman Paramarama. Okay, next. Then 5 and then link. In this okay, no prior cause. Super soul okay, next. Supreme. Then question 5. That is next. Next. Question 6. Karma yoga. Next. Previous slide, you go. Previous slide. In the past, I have asked the same questions to 4 Kumaras, but they did not answer my question. Please tell me the reason. Please speak about Karma Yoga, purified by it, can attain transcendental. In the past, I have asked the same question to 4 Kumaras, but they did not answer my question. Please tell me the reason. Okay, next. Nimi and Nishkam Karma, goal of Pravati Nirti, fruits. Okay, next. 25, 49. Next. 22. Next. Okay. So, big chapter. How many verses? 60. Previous slide, go. Previous slide. 55. Big chapter. Yeah. Okay. You can close the PPT. So, this is the nature of the illusory energy and how to get out of this illusory energy. That is the discussion going on. And then different of the Navayogendras, they are speaking. How can you get freedom? So these Navayogendras, they are sons of Rishabdev. We had seen last time. So these Navayogendras, they were 9. One was Bharat Maharaj, 10. Then there were how many Kshatriyas? 80 Kshatriyas were there.
81, Prabhu.
81 Kshatriyas were there. And then 9 were Brahmanas.
Yes.
90 plus this 10. The total 100 sons of Rishabdev. So these Navagendras, they are completely transcendental. Just like we have the Chatushkumaras, like that are the Navayogendras, and they keep roaming. And then here is a conversation between Nimi Maharaj and Navayogendra. And Nimi Maharaj, in that line only, Janak Maharaj and Sita Devi comes. And the same line of Nimi. So there is discussion about Nimi also. Nimi and Vashishta Muni's incidence is also there. Cursing, counter cursing, that incident is there about Nimi. So here Nimi and this Navaganta's conversation is there. So Nimi is asking almost like 6 questions. And in that, one of the question was how we can get out of the illusory potency of the Lord. So now this is a very deep question. And the answer is also simple but not easy. So how to get out of the illusory potency of the Lord? So one has to understand, first of all, the Maya potency of the Lord is as powerful as the Lord himself. You know that the Lord's. Our Amal Arjun Prabhu is not joining since some sessions.
Prabhu is went to Ujjain Dham.
Pardon?
Ujjain.
Oh, acha, in Ujjain.
Maybe he will come today or tomorrow, maybe.
Acha. Okay, fine. So, this Maya potency is as powerful as Lord. So we are against a very, 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 very formidable enemy. So Durga Devi is very formidable. We cannot underestimate the power of Durga. So to fight against Durga Devi alone is impossible, insanity. The kind of Durga Devi's powers and potencies and features, she can just delude us in one moment. So there is no hope of us fighting against Durga Devi. But we are only fighting against Maya with only hope that Krishna is there. Krishna will save us. That is the hope. When we take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet intensely, then Krishna actually tells Maya, Don't trouble my devotee now. He is trying to surrender to me. Okay? So leave him alone. That is the only hope. Krishna tells her. Prabhupada gives the example of a dog. Dog, when a big, like suppose a dog is, suppose a person is taking a dog, big dog, and then suddenly there's another boy, there's a boy and father, they are walking, and this the dog actually comes, the dog actually chases this boy, and then the boy gets very much afraid, and when the boy gets afraid, he runs to his father, and then his father, says to the dog, "Hey, chal hut," and then the dog will run away. But the small child, he doesn't have any capacity to chase away the dog. But the father, when father is there, he can chase away the dog. So he takes shelter of the father and father chases away the dog. So for us to fight against Maya is highly impossible. Only what we can do is by taking shelter of Krishna. When Krishna tells, shh, hey, don't do anything, then actually there is hope. So how to get out of the Maya? This question itself is actually very, very deep. And it will not require just understanding, but it requires realization also. So even if one can give big lecture on how to get out of Maya, he himself can fall into Maya's trap. That much powerful is Maya. So first of all, we have to understand Maya is very powerful. And alone, our fighting against Maya is impossible. Only way is when we take shelter of Krishna, and when Krishna becomes pleased with our endeavors, Krishna will tell to Maya, don't trouble him. Then there is hope. Otherwise, Maya is very, 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 very powerful enemy. We have to understand it. We are really against a very powerful person. So the association of devotees and the shelter of Lord, that is only hope. Otherwise, there is no hope for us to fight against such a formidable enemy. So for that, we have to keep on practicing in association of devotees. Be in association and go on and go on and go on and go on. And there will be so many challenges, troubles, temptations, this, that. But only what Lord expects from us is you be in association and continue to do your dharma. Lord doesn't expect that you, hey, Maya, I will show to you Maya. Haridas Thakur, how he defeated Maya. So for us, Lord doesn't expect that kind of performance. Lord only expects chota ban ke radhe radhe bolo, chota ban ke raho, keep doing service and be in association of devotees, do your sadhana A, B, C, D, E and continue for lifelong, and that's done. Krishna will take us back home. We need not do something extraordinary in bhakti. We have to just continue till end. And when you continue till end, Haribol?
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, some disturbance.
Yeah. So getting out of Maya is not so easy, but it only becomes easy in association of devotees and when we surrender to the Lord. Otherwise, we see so many examples, such powerful people like Vishwamitra Muni. He was so powerful. Today only in our class we were discussing about this example. He couldn't control his senses, although he did tapasya for 60,000 years. He didn't take shelter. Vishwamitra Muni. Then Shobhari Muni. Shobhari Muni is another example. He also didn't take shelter of Lord. That's why then he also has to cut a sorry figure. He just was he was into his tapasya without bhakti. Then there is third example of Durvas Muni. All are Muni. Durvas Muni, Shobhari Muni, Vishwamitra Muni. They wanted to fight Maya on their own. But they don't know Maya is very, 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 very powerful. एंड विश्वामित्र मुनि तो एक बार फेल हो गए, दूसरी बार फेल हो गए, तीसरी बार he failed multiple times. Only when he took shelter of Lord Ram, that time he could come out. And that time he actually became perfected. So माया से लड़ना इतना आसान नहीं है. Only there are very few who could, like Haridas Thakur. And Maya herself came offered obeisances. So we cannot actually underestimate Maya's power. So we have to be very careful in dealings. We see great souls, they fell prey. And in throughout Bhagavatam, we have various, so many examples that Maya ke karan, how people slipped down and fell. And there are so many examples. Brahma himself fell prey to his own daughter, he got attracted. Then Prabhupada writes in 2.62, Dhyayato Vishya Pumsa. He's giving example of Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva lost control?
Mohini avatar.
No, Prabhupada gives another example.
When Lord Parvati, Mother Parvati was there, Lord Shiva was meditating and she provoked the...
Yeah. Yes. So that time then Kartikeya was born. So that time Lord Shiva couldn't control. So Shivji ka example hai, Brahma ka example hai. And which are other examples where somebody fell prey to Maya? Others also can speak.
Bharat Maharaj.
Pardon?
Bharat Maharaj.
Bharat Maharaj is getting attached to the deer. That is also Maya. His attachment to deer, and that also how Maya slowly tricked him. It was not Maya came, see, I am deer, get attached to me. Oh, he went to save, and that was a small deer, and slowly he started, depending so much on Bharat, and they started developing connections, and then he started, he started slowly neglecting. It didn't happen suddenly. So slowly, Maya, how she deviated Bharat, that he himself didn't come to know. Only when he lost the body, that time he came to know, गलती कर दिया. Maya is so subtle, ना? कि थोड़ा सा it's out. तो ध्यायतो विषया पुंसा असंगस्तेषु जायते. Little dhyan, and then ultimately what happens? Pranashyati. One falls down. Yeah, any other example from Bhagavatam? Who fell down to Maya? Pururava, Urvashi. Who else? Then Yayati. You have heard about Yayati? Yayati
Yes.
and Devyani, right? Yayati Devyani. Then the moon, Soma. Soma, what he did? What Soma did?
Got attracted to Brahaspati's wife.
That's the spiritual master, Tara. He kidnapped her, Soma. Then who Soma is there? Then there is Agni. Agni also got attracted to one lady, I forgot the name. Who was that? Where they were doing the Pradakshina. That lady was getting married around Agni, doing Sat Fere. That time Agni himself got attracted to that lady. I forgot the name. Then there is Indra's, so many examples are there again and again. Ahilya and other examples how Indra getting attracted. So even these demigods who are there so powerful, they also get attracted. And And Brahma is there, Shivji is there, and demons. So demons, there's so many, so many examples are there. Demons getting attracted. Even then the Kashyap, Kashyap and whose incidents come? Kashyap and
Diti.
Diti. Kashyap and Diti. They are also able to control himself. Kashyap, Diti. There also he fell prey. So, oh my God, so many examples from first canto to last. There are examples and examples and examples. And falling prey to Maya. So, when after hearing so many examples, we have to understand that I can also fall down anytime. So I am also vulnerable. I am also not so powerful like Haridas Thakur. So when we consider ourselves very weak and consider Lord as strong, we take shelter, then actually we can be saved. Of course, we also have to make sure that we also do very nice sadhana. And in bhakti, there should be something which keeps us in bhakti going on. Everybody should have some kind of attachment to some seva, some aspect of devotional service, where you like that activity, where you greatly relish. And that is how we can rise above the modes. We can rise above material nature. Otherwise, material nature will drag us down till the time we fall down from devotional service. Unless we have higher taste, it's impossible to get out of picture of Maya. Just like the example is given, when a rocket is fired, when the rocket is fired, it has to attain escape velocity. Or any object is fired. What is the escape velocity? Who knows how much is the escape velocity? Escape velocity is something 11.2 kilometers per second. So if object is thrown from the surface of Earth with this velocity, 11.2 kilometers per second, that is escape velocity, then it can escape the gravitation pull of the Earth. But if it is less than that, can somebody check exactly what is the number escape velocity? 11.2 or on
Prabhu, it's 11,186 meter per second. It's like we can say it's 40,000 kilometer per hour.
No. I am saying how many kilometers per second?
How much kilometer per second? Huh? Per second. Okay, escape velocity kilometer per second is 11.2 kilometer per second.
That's what I'm saying. 11.2 kilometers per second. So
Yes.
that should be the velocity of object which can escape the gravitation pull of the Earth. Then वो बाहर जा सकता है. If it is suppose 11 kilometers per second, then what will happen? It will go and but fall down again. थोड़ा सा बच जाएगा. It has to be at least 11.2 or above that. And it's huge, na? 11 kilometers per second is not joke. It's huge. So, so basically, for getting out of Maya, one has to be very, very, very serious. Very serious in bhakti, very serious in his practice. Then in one lifetime it's possible. In one life, if we want to go, that means one has to perform tivrena bhakti yogena. So, akama sarva kamo va moksha kamo udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yate purusham param. So, if we do bhakti with that intensity, then that intensity can take us. And for that intensity, what is required? What is that required where we are intensely performing devotional service? What is that one factor required?
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, but how that enthusiasm will come?
Satsangam, associating.
Some okay, association. Yeah. Any other answer?
Faith.
Faith. Okay, somebody else also. Sri Kumar Prabhu or others. Mula Mataji or Shakuntala Devi Mataji or yeah. What else like to share? What is that required to keep us going and going and going and going in bhakti?
Lord,
Shravanam, hearing
Hearing.
more and more. We will be more
Hearing
attached.
one.
We will be more.
Okay. Yeah. The most important is we need to find some higher taste. तो कुछ तो होना चाहिए भक्ति में where we like that and when we get hooked to that and when we attach to that and then actually we if we are given free time we'd like to do that whole day. Suppose you are told now today Anuttam Gopal Prabhu has no office, no job, and he is kept in a room and he has nothing now today. So what you would like to do whole day? You are in a room like this. You are told that whole day will be there. क्या करोगे? Well, so of course you may say I will open on my mobile YouTube and I will. Nowadays, if you have mobile, then you can spend whole day and whole night also. But the mobile is not given. You don't have mobile. You have like this mobile. That is button phone. Currently, I am using button phone. In this, you cannot do anything. So,
Prabhu, they say that the more the screen is bigger, the more is the distraction.
Oh,
The
acha.
more the screen size is bigger, the more will be the distraction. So here the screen size is smaller, so less distraction.
Least distraction.
Least distraction.
Hardly see at this. Currently, I am told to use this. So, anyways, so what I am saying, yeah. So if you are given whole day free and told to be there alone, so is there something you would like to do which you have taste for? And you may say, yes, I have taste for sleeping. I will sleep whole day. That is not taste. Higher taste. So what we have to think everybody individually. So like that we have to find some taste, some corner in bhakti. So somebody may like to hear, as somebody of you are saying, I would like to hear, I like to hear. That I also like. Whenever I feel frustrated or I feel, no hope, I feel, tired and nothing. Then what I do is I put some lecture, either of Prabhupada or Guru Maharaj or Gaurang Prabhu, or like that I like Bhakti Samrit Maharaj. So some favorite speakers we should have. And उनका लगा के रखो and you hear and then after you hear you feel renewed enthusiasm, is it not? Oh, and then after some few hours you hear you feel again enthusiastic. Rebo. So hearing is very important. So if you develop taste for hearing, that is also very good. So but you should have stamina to hear for long hours also, hours and hours together. Some favorite speaker or like that. So one should cultivate. Or somebody may have taste for chanting. So here our Krishnanand Prabhu, he comes regularly to Pune. So he has great taste for chanting. If he is given whole day like this, you are in this room and whole day you have time, then what you will take? His weed bag, chant 64 rounds or more than that. Hare Krishna. I read books, I hear class on YouTube. Achha. Yeah, that is also good. So, so main thing is we have to identify, everybody has to identify and try to develop on that by focusing on that. For me, if you say, as I said, hearing I like, and I also like some chanting. I do. As I once in a week I go to Vella, and I chant there 64 rounds. Wednesday I go there, and that is great for me. Great hope and great nourishment for me. Where I go and then silently, peacefully under some tree or somewhere in a secluded place. Every Wednesday I go alone, and Vella is nice place where Shanti. You go there, we have temple, everything, and you chant 64 rounds. Because Ekadashi comes on various days, na? Sometimes if it comes on Saturday I have 4 programs. This is the 4th program. So how will I chant 64 on Ekadashi? So I thought Ekadashi that comes any day. I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days program. And if it will so I cannot, so I have fixed one Wednesday, go and then chant, and I feel great strength in that. So we should have like that something where we like, and then this is how actually we can slowly get out of Maya. And that also not immediately. In chanting also, then there are very challenges, and Maya can trap us in that also. Oh, you chant, and I'm very good chanting, and I'm good in chanting. Then that way also Maya can trap us. So it's not easy, but if we have some higher taste, na, there is some hope. So dire that can bring us out. So everybody should have, or somebody has taste for deity worship. They like deity worship. So then they will do whenever, like here, as I said now, Revati Bati Prabhu. He likes deity worship. Even if you give whole day deity seva from morning to night, he will do it. So they like to be with deities. They feel very nice and deities. I don't have so much attraction for deities, but some have a lot of attraction. So some have attraction for hearing, some have attraction for chanting, some have attraction for deities, some have attraction for some menial service. So they are given, yes, seva karo, bartan dhona, yeah, cleaning karna. So they like that. They will engage like that. Some
Some
devotees.
has for book distribution also. Some have taste
Ah,
for book distribution.
book distribution. This is also very nice. Some devotees, they will immediately go out, and then they want to go, and then they want to distribute books and talk with people and explain the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. So they have taste in that. There are devotees in our temple also. They stand at the campus table, and then they actually preach to people and give books. So they get some taste where you throw the watch away and you don't see the time. कि कितना टाइम हो गया, how much time more, है ना? ऐसा कुछ तो होना चाहिए. Everybody has in bhakti should have this, which is called higher taste. Or like we see Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, he likes to recite shlokas, and memorize shlokas, and so many shlokas, and in that one feels great absorption. Reciting shlokas. He knows so many shlokas. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Or Gauranga Prabhu. He likes to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he would read Chaitanya, he reads Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then he memorizes the shlokas also and sings very nicely also and draws different conclusions. So I like his lecture on Chaitanya Charitamrita. Very nice lectures. So like that, that is called higher taste. And by this higher taste, it's very easy to give up the lower taste slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. So I would like to hear from you, Mataji. One Mataji was telling Shakuntala Mataji, Shakuntala Devi Das. So Mataji is saying, I like to read books and I like to hear class on YouTube. The YouTube पे अच्छा है classes, but sometimes the YouTube is a distraction also. Suddenly something comes up and you go there instead of hearing class.
Bro, what about tasting prasadam, higher taste?
Tasting prasadam cannot be counted in because see, prasadam is of course transcendental, but then you have some limitations. If you are given whole day, now you cannot be eating whole day. So that is activity for some time, and you have limitation. You cannot eat some 15, 20, half an hour, 1 hour. A whole day you are giving. Yes, you cannot use that as for you to eat whole day. We don't have that much capacity. So that cannot be used for higher taste. Higher taste means these activities, core activities. So who would like to share? Who all have some higher taste, where is like distinct, where you like that activity very much, and that's how you continue. So any
Bhoga preparation also. Bhoga preparation for the Lord.
okay, cooking.
Yes.
Cooking. Mostly, I think Matajis have that.
Yeah, for Mataji.
Yeah. I am asking individually. You share what you like, what you derive great pleasure. Yes, like Shakuntala Mataji told, she likes to hear and read. So what about Sri Kumar Pillai Prabhu? What about you? Yes, Sri Kumar Prabhu. What do you like?
Same only, Prabhuji. It is Sri.
Huh?
From laptop, I to hear.
Laptop?
Yeah. No. From laptop, I opened my name Sri Kumar Pillai and Sri Kumar same.
Sound is not.
Both names are same.
Both the
Like,
names are
there
same.
is two login for Prabhuji.
Oh, yes.
Sri Kumar Pillai and Sri Kumar. One is from mic, one is from laptop.
Okay, anyways, but what is your favorite activity?
Hearing, Prabhuji. I told first.
Acha, hearing.
Hearing,
Okay.
yeah. So hearing.
And Anuttam Gopal Prabhu,
Chanting, Prabhu.
chanting,
Hmm.
Rebo. Yeah.
But not always. Sometimes when I chant, I feel like going on and on and on. Sometimes I feel it's a chore that I have to complete.
Yeah. So chanting, if you like, then sometimes we should do extra also. By that taste, you develop more and more like that. You have to develop on that activity basically. Then it will happen. Otherwise, if you don't develop, then it's like normal thing everybody is doing. Like focus and develop. Yeah. And Anaya, would like to say something? Vimla, they are there or not there?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, hearing Kirtans Prabhuji.
Hearing Kirtans, okay, very good. And what about Anaya? What about Shivana Krishna Prabhu?
Reading, Prabhu.
Reading. Okay, nice, good. So like that, that is the secret. Higher taste. So getting out of Maya is not a one-day job. We have to go on practice. So that's why it is said that Abhyasena Kontena Vairagya cha Grihyate. Abhyasena Kontena Vairagya cha Grihyate. Means, oh Arjuna, you have to go on practicing day after day. Recently Jayadvait Maharaj came here. So he said, what is the secret? We asked, of your such a lifelong dedication. He said, continue practicing, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And he is in the movement since, he said, 55 years. Means he joined in 1968. Till now, how many years? 2 plus 23 years. 55 years, right?
Yes.
1968 to 2023. He said, I am there in the movement for 55 years. My age is only 40. The Charles man has not gone also. He is fully dedicated. 55 years, he is like continuing with such nice practice. And he has served Prabhupada so closely, remembering Prabhupada, reading Prabhupada books, preaching what Prabhupada has said. So like that enthusiasm to go on year after year and for 55 years. So that requires really higher taste. So we have to see at such people, such great souls, that they are continuing. So we also continue. We also continue behind them, or following their footsteps, and we'll get success. There will be challenges, but what we have to do when challenges come? Double our efforts and double it and double it, and take the challenges as stepping stones to success. So that is a devotee. So like that, when we continue until the end, we continue, then Krishna will say, "Oh, you have done such great efforts for me, and I am very pleased." And then Krishna will take us back home, back to Godhead. So we have to show our sincerity and endeavors, and then Krishna will surely take us. And for Krishna, how long it will take to chase away the Maya? So if we please Krishna, Krishna will immediately tell Maya to stop, and then Krishna will pick us up. So the only thing is, what we have to do is Utsa Nishchay Dharya. Great enthusiasm we have to continue. On confidence, Nishchay means confidence on this path of bhakti. That we have to have. And then Dharya is the patience. Patience bhi chahiye. Hey, hoga, hoga. We will achieve success. Continue. One should not get impatient. If we become impatient, then we will become patient. So we should not be too impatient. When will I attend? When I will attend? Utsaha is also required, and Dharya is also required. Like that, we have to continue, go on and on and on and on and on. Do you know the story of Lomas Rishi? This Lomas Rishi, he had such a huge, long life. Do you know what was the lifespan of Lomasa?
Brahma's one day, one hair will fall down from his body.
Yeah, one hair will fall down. That is one day of Brahma. One day of Brahma is 8.6 billion years. And like that, he has a lot of hairs on his body. So like that, he lived for a long time. And once some of his disciples came to him and said, "Oh, Guru Maharaj, why you are just chanting under the sun? Please build some kutir for yourself. And if you have a nice kutir, then you can sit inside kutir and chant peacefully." What was Lomas Rishi's reply? What was the reply of Lomas Rishi? No, you don't know? Lomas Rishi said, "What are you talking? Yeah, actually life is so small. And if you waste your time building the kutir, that much time you waste, and I cannot chant that much time. So instead of spending time for building kutir, continue chanting under the sun. What is the problem? Life is so short." Who is saying? Lomas Rishi. जिसका एक बाल गिरता है ब्रह्मा का एक दिन जाता है. And for us we say, life तो बहुत है, पड़ा हुआ है life भक्ति के लिए. It's 100 years, and we think it is so big. Lomas Rishi is saying it's so small. Don't waste time in so many things. So we should learn from such great personalities, Lomas Rishi. So life is small, we have to be serious, and we have to complete, Prabhupada would say, complete the business in one lifetime. Don't again take birth and continue and continue and continue. One lifetime to finish kar do. Be serious, sincere, finish it off, go back home, back to God. We have to be really very serious and continue, although there are challenges, there are difficulties, there are problems, but double it and fight back, bounce back, and continue devotional service in spite of hundreds and hundreds of difficulties. As Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur said, Sri Bhakti Marga eva koti kantakani ruddha. This Bhakti Marga is full of hundreds and thousands and millions of thorns. But don't be discouraged. Continue day after day, day after day, day after day, day after day. And one day when Krishna sees our sincere efforts, he will just say, Maya, now enough, don't trouble him. He has struggled enough. Now he is under my shelter completely. Krishna will surely take us. So that is the way of getting out of Maya. It's not a one-day job. It's a long haul. Long. So one day jump. It's not 100-meter race. It is 21-kilometer marathon. Anybody has run marathon 21 kilometers? So it's a huge long time it takes. So one has to have that patience. Utsaha, Nishchay, Dhairya. All these three things are required. Then one can achieve success. So and today only nine. Let's say I think two are same. Today we are less. Some event is there today. Shuguna Krishna. Generally we have attendance of 14-15 devotees.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Half of that.
Yeah. Yes.
I think what we have to do, we will have, because in 10th canto we were having good attendance. But then
Yes,
11th, 12th canto, maybe devotees will start to that. So I
Little
was
advanced now,
feeling,
Prabhu. Little advanced now, 11th and 12th. Not like Krishna Leela, right? Philosophy.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, I can do overview, just like we did for nine cantos. So we'll do overview of 11th and 12th canto. And
Okay.
then we can go in that as we discuss about Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because that has Leela and philosophy both, Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is good.
Okay.
But 11th and 12th is mostly philosophy. So that's why I was feeling some attendance. Last time also there was less. Now this time also less. So maybe that is the reason. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
So we can do overview of 11th, 12th canto. And then go to Chaitanya Charitamrita, then maybe more. At least we should have.
Yes. I think all the participants are okay. I think they are. Anantama Gopal Prabhu.
Pardon?
I am okay with anything, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Overview means we will do proper overview. I will also see we have PPTs.
Whatever important points, Prabhu, or important points or important chapters, all those things we can go through. Yes.
Yeah. We have Gaurang Darshan Prabhu who has done overview of each canto, one canto. So I will take from that and we'll do overview of 11th and 12th.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So you can actually pass the message that we are going to do overview, so that then they will come and then we'll finish that 11th, 12th. So that
Sure. We'll do like that. Yes.
Yeah.
I also tell to prepare separate invitation for 11th canto or like that. And we can post it.
Yeah.
And then same for 12th canto also.
11th, 12th canto we are going to do overview, and then we are going to start with Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yes.
So that they are aware that because I think they are like dropping because of this. We are going like slow 11th, 12th canto. So you can message like that. All of them.
Sure, Prabhu.
Okay. So
thank you. Yeah, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Anantama Gopal Prabhu, like to express gratitude to Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Thank you, Shubham. Thank you, Chaitanya Prabhu, for giving us week after week nectarian classes from your side. And it is keeping us enthused to stay on the path of bhakti. So we hope to have your association every week and to hear more and more from your side. So thank you very much, Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude by taking shelter of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama.
Hare Hare.
Mancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhubhyo patana pavnebhyo Vaishnava. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava ki jai, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai,
Chaitanya Prabhuji ki jai.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhu, any announcement is there, or we can end the session now?
Nothing, Prabhu.
Okay, okay. So thank you all devotees for your giving your time in participating. So as Prabhuji said, we will be doing this 11th canto, canto overview from coming week. Hare Krishna. So thank you all. With your permission, I will end the session. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Chandra.